Hi and welcome to another video in my Photoshop Essential Skills series. Everything you need to know to get you well and truly started on your journey of discovery with Photoshop. Now today I want to take a look at layer comps. What's that? I can hear lots of you saying. Well, yeah, I'm not filled with glee by the name either. I think someone in the tool naming department at Adobe had a really bad day. Well, it's a panel I sort of looked at out the corner of my eye and thought, well, I know you do something, but I'm sort of busy right now, so I'll find out another day. Well, slap my thigh and call me Mabel if I didn't find a use for it in making my videos. And from then on, I gave some serious thought on how else I thought I could use it. Anywho, I digress a little bit. Now, don't forget, if you're a fan of the printed page, don't forget to check the More area under the video to see if there are any free ebooks or work files to accompany the video. If there are, just click on the link there to download them. Okay, let's dig in. Okay, so what does layer comps actually do? Well, it lets us save the state of a layer's visibility, its position, and any effects that's on it as like a preset. And then you can save another combination of another set of layers' visibility, position, and effects. And then looking at them for comparison becomes a breeze. Rather than the laborious job of switching on layers and off layers one at a time, it just comes down to clicking. And it's great for, say, showing your client different looks of a composite image quickly and efficiently. Now here we can see I've got a multi-layer document. I've got some photographs here, I've got some blue toned photographs and some sepia toned photographs, and I've got some blue text and some brown text in these little groups here. Now these are from my trip this year to Pickering and the 1940s weekend. If you like dressing up and having your photograph taken, you've got to go. But here I just want to be able to look at some different options to see if anything stands out to be better than the others. So here you can see I've got my three blue images up, and if I turn those off, the visibility, I've got some brown images or some sepia toned images. So we'll start off with the blue ones. And the text down here at the bottom, you can see I've got two sets of text. I've got some blue text and I've got some sepia text. And again, we'll start off with the blue text. Now here I've got my first setup really. I've got my blue toned images, I've got my blue text, everything's good to go. All I need is my layer comps panel. And where's that? Well, if you go up to the window menu and down to layer comps, and it opens up the panel for you. Let me just bring it in so you can see it, and I'll just make it a bit bigger. Okay, now I want to save this configuration. You can see some of them are turned off, some of the layers are turned off, some of them are turned on. I want to save this configuration. It's like a little preset maybe. So what I'm going to do is go over to the layer comps panel, and this little icon here next to the trash can, that's the create new layer comp. So I'm going to click on that. I'll get my new layer comp dialog, and we'll call this, well, let's call it blue because that's what they are. And I'm going to make sure that I save the visibility, the position and the appearance of if there's any layer styles on it. And then I'll click OK. And now you can see I've got my first layer comp, the blue one. But I've got nothing to compare it against, so I need another one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'll turn off these three blue layers and I'll turn on these three sepia layers. And I'll turn off the blue text and I'll turn on the sepia text. Okay, I'll save this out now as a different set. So I'm going to go over to my layer comps panel and I'm going to click the create new layer comp icon, and we'll call this one sepia. I like to keep things simple. And again, we'll save the visibility, the position and the appearance, and we'll click OK. So now I've got two states. I've got a sepia state that it's saved, and I've got a blue state. And now if I just click back between them, I can see that's the blue ones, all the blue ones together, and that's the sepia ones, all in one click. Is that not magnificent? Now we can look at some even more bizarre options. Let's say, for instance, I thought, well, what would it look like with a blue one in the middle? Okay, so I'm going to go here. I've got my layer 6, which is the sepia one. I'm going to turn that one off, and I'm going to go down. I'm going to turn the blue one on. Does that look better? Okay, well, I'm going to save it out as a new layer comp. I'm going to go to the new layer comp icon. And what can I call this one? I'll call it blue middle. And I'll click OK. And now I've got 3 layer comps. So I can go back to my original one. I can see what my sepia ones are like. Or I can go for the one with the blue in the middle. Now I'm cooking with gas now. And let's imagine I think, oh, I'll tell you what, let's have this text as blue as well. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my brown text, turn on my blue text, and I'll save this out as another layer comp. And we'll call this blue middle, blue text. Just give it a bit of a meaningful name. Again, visibility, position and appearance, and I'll click OK. And so now at one click I can go back to my original. I've got my sepia version, I've got my blue one in the middle, and I've got my blue one in the middle with blue text. Okay, what about if my text was up in this top corner? Would that look any better? Well, let's give it a go. So I'm going to click and drag that text up there. And shall we leave this in? No, we'll take that with it as well. So we'll go and we'll put that there. Actually, it leaves a bit more of a gap, but we'll save that out as a new layer comp. So I'm going to click on the new layer comp, and I'll put this and call it text at the top, and then click OK. So now I've got my initial blue set of images, I've got my sepia set of images, I've got one with the blue one in the middle, I've got one with a blue middle and it's got the blue text, and I've now got the text at the top. And finally I think, I tell you what, let's leave that the major title up at the top, and we'll bring that title down to the bottom to fill that area there. Okay, create another layer comp, and we'll call this split titles. And then click OK. And here again I've got my blue, I've got my sepia, I've got my blue in the middle, I've got my blue text and the blue in the middle, I've moved my text to the top, and I've split my titles up. So it gives me a really quick reference on, especially if I was showing them to somebody, to a client for example, all the different options that I can have, and it's really quick and really efficient. Okay, now what happens if we wanted to make a small change to one of the layer comps we'd already made? So let's say this split titles one. Let's say I look at this and think, well, I'd rather have that a little bit further down. So, okay, rather than create a new layer comp, all I'll do is I'll go to one of these icons on the bottom of the panel here. And this one here, if I hover over it, it updates the position. This one updates the visibility, and this one updates the appearance. Well, I want to update the position, so I'm just going to click on that one to update the position. And now I've physically updated that layer comp. So if I click now, I can go through them again, and when I come back to the bottom, I've got that one, and it's now lower down. Well, that's it for this video. How to use layer comps for displaying different versions of a multi-layer document quickly and easily. I do hope you liked it as much as this chap seems to be enjoying whatever he's doing. Not quite sure what, but whatever it is, the lady seems to be enjoying it. Maybe he's explaining all about layer comps. Or not. Give me a thumbs up, or leave me a comment under the video, or if you're feeling gracious, share it with a friend or two. The more the merrier. Don't forget to check out the more area under the video for the link to any download files or free ebooks. And please click the subscribe button so when I upload a new video, you are the first to know. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.